Let's go into a speed comparison now. The iPhone 8 Plus has that Apple A11 Bionic chip inside of it with 3 gigabytes of RAM, where the iPhone XR has that Apple A12 Bionic chip inside of it with 3 gigabytes of RAM as well. So let's go see which one's a faster phone between both. Okay, there we go. All the apps are clear in the background. Let's get into it. Phone calls 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing. Music 3, 2, 1. Okay, iPhone 8 Plus, I think slightly faster there, which is surprising. App stores 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone XR was faster there. iPhone 8 Plus slightly slower. Scrolling through here, you can kind of see that I think the iPhone XR was probably the faster one loading through. The iPhone 8 Plus a little bit behind. Let's go and hop out of here. Let's do settings 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing. Hopping out of here. Clock 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go and hop out of here. Totally messing some things up. Let's do photos 3, 2, 1. Okay, perfect. So many pop-ups on these phones, it's insane. Let's go get into another application. We can try Subway Surfers 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone XR, I think, was probably the faster one there. Let's go and hop out of this one. Let's go and try Genshin Impact 3, 2, 1. Now, as I've always stated, this is a big game, so it's going to take probably a little bit of time. But the thing with both these applications is they're both going to be a little slow when running the actual game, but the bigger difference is probably in terms of how fast it's going to take to load them up, and they were almost identically the same. So it's funny because the iPhone XR does look a lot newer than the iPhone 8 Plus, but you're kind of getting like not the biggest difference here. Call of Duty Mobile 321. Now this game could take a very long amount of time, so we'll just wait until it kind of gets into like a very similar panel between both that we can kind of see. And so far, iPhone XR did kind of get into this panel a little bit faster than the iPhone 8 Plus. But the thing I will tell you is that I do think that a phone like the iPhone, 8 Plus, is still pretty fast. I mean, you're still getting like decent speeds. It's not like it's extremely like unusably slow. But with a phone like the iPhone XR, you are getting overall a faster phone. Now, I feel like this application is going to prove me wrong, and the iPhone XR is going to be slower. And it kind of was actually in the beginning with, and we're getting pop-ups. Okay, so we did get a pop-up here. We're gonna have to go through here, but I don't think that affected the loading speed, but I think it might have because you can kind of see that the iPhone XR is now ahead. So very, very weird stuff. But I do think the iPhone XR is probably the overall faster phone, but the iPhone 8 Plus has done a great job with its, versioning of software right now. And I do think it's still a very fast phone when it comes down to it. So that kind of covers it up there. Now, in the camera department, like I mentioned before, when the iPhone XR first